Hello there, sports fans. Well, I wouldn't call this a road trip. I'd call this a rail trip. It's going to be a little bit different. 2018, Joyce and I got on an Amtrak in South Bend, Indiana, railed our way over to the Union Station, Chicago, caught another train where we went to San Francisco. Great ride, great scenery. Once we left San Francisco, we boarded a train and went up to Seattle, Washington. Spent a day at Seattle, Washington. Got to see a lot of the coast. Then mounted a plane and flew into Vegas. Spent a couple days in Vegas. Caught a plane, flew back to South Bend. Worst part of the trip, Vegas. San Francisco was great. Seattle wasn't too bad. That was before, of course, all the trouble broke out there. Wouldn't go back. But we had a good time. So I thought, since I had made all this footage, by the way, I took three cameras, and a cell phone to shoot with. Joyce had a camera plus her cell phone. And when I got back, I started putting all this together, and I had about 5 hours of video and between 1,700 and 2,000 photos. Well, paring that down and putting that into a video was very difficult. First off, nobody wants to watch 5 hours of a train ride. There are YouTube channels that will show you an hour and a half or 2 hours of it, but I try to keep my post down to about 20 minutes, in that range. And so to get that down, I really had to do some fast pairing. So we're going to jump around a little bit, but we're going to show you the trip. As soon as we get this thing edited, get it posted, away we go. So hang on, sports fans. Choo Choo is ready to go.
Well, just pulled out of South Bend. And this is business class. We have the last two seats. Yeah, cafe car still open, but we'll be closing shortly. There's my seat partner.
Well, entering Chicago and Union Station. We'll be heading under Union Station. That's where the trains depart from. We'll be getting into our new train after about a 2-hour wait in the station. Quite a station. This is our roomette. This is a room for two. It's the small private rooms, the smallest they have. It's only about 48 inches wide. One outlet. Seats face each other, fold down into a bed, and then there's a bed up the top that folds down. Not very comfortable, by the way. Each car has a restroom. It's not bad. I use the downstairs restrooms most of the time. Well, looks like we're departing, leaving Chicago.
Okay, and there's our GPS. Biggsville. We're about to get to Biggsville right there. And where is Biggsville, you ask? Well, if you look down here at our little handy map, you'll see it's not on the map because it's about here. So, big town of Biggsville. Joyce said that's our only outlet. And behind that's the light controls, temperature controls that don't. Yeah, we got a lot of controls in there, lights, temperature, but the temperature one doesn't really work. That's considered a closet. And what you see here on the right, that's the door. That shows you, there she is. It's the curtain for the door. So you are right up against the door. Door has a lock. You can lock it when you're inside. You cannot lock it when you're outside, which is interesting. If we ever do this again, we will rent the full bedrooms. Costs a lot more money, but surely worth it. We stumble our way through the, here's a sleeping car. And that's what we would get next time. You have your own private cars. That's the first night, first evening of going to dinner, and you have to have reservations for dinner. Not breakfast, not lunch, but for dinner you have to have reservations. And everybody heads at the same time. You see, this guy isn't going to know how to go between cars very well, and he's going to get zapped. Zap.
To sign up, and then she'll take your order.
This is our dining couple, and they are Daryl and Linda. Daryl and Linda. And this is Joyce.
Hi. And Ben.
Thank you, Joyce.
I remember.
Now each dinner you have different people you sit with, which is very interesting. Different people. Some of the shots I took are from the room, some of them are from the dining car, and someday, the Mississippi. Some days I shoot from the, I've shot from the observation car, which is very nice. It's a great Mississippi River. After many stops, you wake up in the morning and look at what you got. Snowed. Well, we're in Reno. Just stepped out for a few minutes. Won't be long. Yeah, this is our car. You want a picture of the two? Oh, no. These are the downstairs. It's a shower room. And there's 3 restrooms here. Handicap in the back. This is open. This shows you this is the shower. It's not bad. A little cramped when you're getting dressed, but not bad. This would be a restroom. Not a lot of room in here. If you're going to shave in the morning, brush your teeth, there's not a lot of room. This is where you can store your luggage. Cruise quarters. And we go upstairs. Well, guess where we're at?
Stop.
Rocky Mountains. Or soon to be Rocky Mountains. No, I didn't.
Could get the camera going.
Very beautiful.
I know.
We enjoyed the train ride. You get to see a lot more scenery, close up and personal. I just wish Amtrak would clean their windows more often. By the way, the food wasn't bad. Not bad at all. They also have a little lounge car where you can go get your beverages, including your adult beverages. You are allowed one adult beverage with your dinner. That comes with the dinner, which is included in your ticket. But if you want more than that, then you got to pay for it. Now, your ticket includes dinners as long as you have an apartment, room on the train. If you're riding on one of the seats, well, you're not going to get your dinners. You can still get food, but you got to pay for it. And I believe there's, and I might be wrong here in the number, but this number sticks in my head, 17 tunnels that we went through. The longest was, I believe, 7 or 12 minutes, something like that. The rest of them were just, less than a minute.
Are you ready to go eat?
Tunnels like that when we just went through. Train moves very slow through the mountains. Certain areas, flatlands, it can get moving pretty good.
No boy.
Amtrak leases their railways from different railroads, and because of that, they have to give way to the commercial railroads. So if a commercial train has the right of way. So Amtrak is on time most of the time until there's a problem.
Just entered
with the
California.
right-of-way. Yeah, we just entered California. We had to yield and wait several times, but we were still on time.
We know what today is done, or October 31st of 1846, heavy snow near the east end of the lake. Hauled in an emigrant party led by George Goddard. Departed from Illinois in the spring of that year. After falling victim to ill-advised detours and suffering
I'm in the observation car right now, and there's a fellow that's narrating where we're at. Well, we made San Francisco. I told you we jump around a little bit, and we jumped on a trolley. I mean, what else? You got to do that if you're in San Francisco. And I believe we rode 3 trolleys. They are noisy, but they're also a lot of fun. First trip down to Fisherman's Wharf for lunch, and it started off with a beer. Can you imagine that? Started with a beer. This is Lombard Street, San Francisco. Considered one of the crookedest streets in the world. And of course, being in San Francisco, it's on a hill. And it's quite a sight to see these cars navigate these hills, particularly Lombard. A lot of people come out to watch them. A lot of people, seems like everybody from out of town has to drive it. I guess just to say you drove it. If I had my car there, I'd probably drive it. Now, if you stand or walk in the street, there are security people around that will let you know you need to get out of the street. Okay, back to Fisherman's Wharf in the evening. We went for dinner at an Italian place. It was an old Italian place, which was absolutely delicious, by the way. They did a great job. It's only half these guys. Gosh, only half of them are in. It's twice as loud than the other half. Okay, it's a trolley turning around. We'll head back out. Back down a hill. Get up here and load up with people and away to go. And away we are. We are on board. Observation tower. Of course, I had to go up the top of that. Alcatraz. Made a voluntary visit there. Spent 2 or 3 hours there. That's enough. Well, made it to Seattle, the Space Needle. Evening, we made it to the top of the Space Needle. Next day, Las Vegas.
And years ago, you started learning the trading, but like 6 months ago or 9 months ago when you started.